just let me skin, suck it to me. And they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of flexing mamas, but I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta even when I'm down bad. Yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Make me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta. I still gotta. I still gotta. Hey, you must be new here. You see these grown people talking, what you doing here? I gotta have a mind to hit you with a stitch you, get up off the wall, go on, get it moving here. Yeah, I'm just catching the vibe. I told the ballet take it.
It's a brisk night in the Midwest, but we've got football at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They go play action here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Myers. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove it day for them.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So on fourth down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Jones on the return. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Bengals take over first and 10.
Gun. Dot. 11. Dot.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And right away, he lost the football. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff. And when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact,
his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Myers. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Raiders! Michael Mayer, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to put that first down, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
39-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 61 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Again, it's Mixon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Bengals hit 10-2 on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Now Burrow. That is caught. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And he'll take this into the end zone from Bengal TD. Joe Burrow, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 8. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. On play action, they'll throw. Open man is Myers. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
It's Myers again with another catch. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
Here's Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
A run there on first down, and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it second and 5.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
On 2, ready?
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
11 MT, tight. 11 MT, behind.
Back to Mixon on second down.
There he goes, left side.
Joe Mixon moving inside the 20.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Joe Mixon, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year.
And the Bengals have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
and again.
and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no call.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
On first and 10, Joe Burrow. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And some room to run now. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open.
Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 75. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here we go.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on third.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Now this time he'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Continued struggles here in the second quarter, and to me you can pin a lot of them on an inability to convert third downs. Add that most recent incompletion to the list of examples.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Raiders 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And the Raiders have recovered.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Get set.
Now it's Mixon running right. Shedding the tackle. Bulldozes past him. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
161 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
They go play action with Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals
first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you see, they've got his man complete. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, 28 yards. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Desmond King on the tackle. It's a gain of 20.
Back to throw now on first down. Open man right side, Myers. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. That's caught by Myers. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
Back to throw again. The connection with his running back, Josh Jacobs. And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Jacobs. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Scotty Miller from 6 yards away. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get in for the score. And that's going to cut the lead down to 13. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Inside handoff to Mixon. Breaks a tackle. And a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his third touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they've looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Raiders 15. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
5 yards on the play.
Now back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Raiders.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Down the left sideline. Touchdown. Curtis Samuel. 51 yards. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Yeah, 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that.
Taking it right down Broadway. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And 220 yards for him on the ground, as this has been a night to remember to this point. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th.
12.
Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The play lost a yard.
3rd and goal. Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
It's a gain of 10.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now a play fake here on 1st down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Raiders 1st down.
He'll look to throw. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Now this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Jacobs again. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. In the 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Let's get set. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds.
And it'll be intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it, and the Raiders are right back in this football game. This is 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Here's a 2nd and 7. He hits Adams complete. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
Let's go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. Back to throw here. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. And down inside the 15 he goes.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these 2 have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Back to throw again. This is caught. And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here we go, 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
He's back to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his hunt. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. He'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
1st down.
To throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense. Say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Back to throw. Across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
19 tight.
They'll look to throw. It's complete, and he will not get into the end zone. The defense makes the stop of the game on the 2-point try, and they might just get out of here with a win after all. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least 1 play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Bengals, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been